Hey, Chris with Fullscope. I want to show you how to create a global section. These are really helpful pieces to use in an Elementor website, especially for pieces that are going to be used on multiple pages, and we always want them to look the same. So I'll explain this as we go. We're looking at one of the sites we're building right now for one of our clients. As we scroll down in this site, we have this section here for food waste and composting. We're going to use this section, this element, this container, this piece, whatever you want to call it, on most pages on the site. So we want it to be the exact same. If there's updates, we don't want to have to go into all the different pages to make that. So all you got to do is come in here, and when we click on this edit container icon, we want to come over here first to the advanced tab. Make sure it's all set in here. Make sure we don't have any empty or blank fields like this. We want to make sure they're all entered in with a value. It's going to help out a lot later on. You can click update to save any of those last changes we made. Once it's saved through, all we got to do is then right click on that icon, edit button, come down here to save as template. Once this comes up, we can call it something that is meaningful to that template. So we can call this one, forgot what it was called, just so I don't have to type everything, food waste and composting. And what I'm going to do is call this then edit. So at the end, actually let's do parentheses. So that way we can easily see which section, which template it is, and it's the edit one. We're going to have a second one that's going to be created here in just a moment. So now that one's added in, we can close out of there. If we come back to our main dashboard for the WordPress admin section, over here, move this guy out of the way, we have the template section right here. If we come here to saved templates, we're going to have a couple in there already. We need to create a new one. There's that one we just created, the edit. We're going to come up here to add new template. We're going to make a new container. They're almost always going to be a container. And this one is going to be called Food Waste and Composting Publish. This is the one that's actually going to get added to all of the pages. So come in here, get this created. Again, it's Elementor, might take 2 seconds to load up. Once we're in here, looks very similar. Most of it's pretty much exactly what we're used to. We can come in here and drop in this new container. We have to get a couple of things set correctly. One thing is, if we come over to this advanced tab, again, we want to make sure these are all zeroed out, so it's all set to go. We want to make sure on this one that it is a flex box and that it is set to full width, so it spans the entire width of it. We can then come over here to template. We can drop in this template element. It's not going to do anything yet. We need to come over here and type in food, and it'll pop up all the different options that we have. So here's that edit template that we needed earlier. That'll get dropped in there. We again can come to this advanced tab, make sure these are all zeroed out as well. We can then publish it. Now if we come back to our page, we can delete this guy, don't need him anymore. If we add in a new one, there is that published, we insert it, don't apply. Oh, where'd you go? It usually drops down to the bottom. Just move that up to the top. Don't know why Elementor's been doing that lately. There's our template. If we click in here to edit any of the text, we can't. It's just pulling in that one template. So instead what we can do is come back here. If we go to our, come back to our dashboard, come over here to templates and saved templates. And right here, we're going to find that edit. We can edit this with Elementor. And then we can make those text changes here, change any of this. Once these changes are made, for example, removing these extra spaces, once that change is made and we hit update, it will take effect on every page on the website. We don't have to go into each one to manually make that update. If you have any questions on creating these global templates, why they'd be used, where they might be used, just the Elementor process in general, reach out to us, info@fullscopecreative.com. We'll be happy to help out.